What do corporates need to know about people development? There has been so much of transition in the way that corporates are handling their staff, and there is a huge gap still with a lot of work to be done. Today, we have with us Mr. Owen Yeoh. Mr. Owen has been 20 years in the industry, in the corporate training industry, working as a co-developer of Train the Trainer programs with the Singapore government bodies. Thank you and welcome, Mr. Owen.
Thank you, Dr. Aziza.
Yes.
Pleasure to share some ideas with you and everyone logging in today.
That's right. And definitely, in this Trainopreneur series where we are welcoming our trainers, coaches, mentors on board as Trainopreneurs, a very warm welcome to you. And in Go Global Business School, we are extremely excited to have your work gain global visibility through the networks that most probably not with you right now. Are you ready for that?
I am. Let's do this.
Yes, and your topic is something very close to our heart because this topic on corporates, business people that you have been working with over the last 20 years, it has evolved for sure. What are the challenges you feel corporates are still facing in today's world?
I think it's an issue that has been building up because if we look at developing people, there are actually three areas that any training program, any coach, any trainers, they will focus on. The three areas will be on the attitude, the skills, and the knowledge of your workforce. Now, a lot of the training programs and initiatives that I've come across focuses on two of the three, which is on the skill set as well as the knowledge. And a lot of this is always about training them in new skill sets or giving them new information and then expecting the individual to develop the attitude on their own. And that is a key component which is missing. So if you were to look at a stool which has three legs, if you take one leg away, that's a very shaky stool. And that's something which we need to address now, moving forward into the next coming decades.
Yes, for sure. That is what is happening right now. And we are excited that there are so many solutions that are starting to come up. And you have a very interesting proposal or solutions for people, especially in the corporate world. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I think that in order for us to actually move forward in this area, we actually need to slow down and take one step backwards in order for the next 10 steps forward to happen. And that is actually to look at the idea of the mind and body as a whole. And areas such as this knowledge, this craving for knowledge needs to actually slow down, needs to declutter. Areas such as the body, the heart space, the attitude space need to be given an opportunity to express. We've been suppressing that a lot, and that needs to be given room to breathe and grow. And that's something which is very basic and fundamental to build a strong foundation moving forward. That is something which, in all training programs, we are looking at outcomes. We are looking at training outcomes. We want to see if the person can operate a machine, is able to do a new process flow. But we are not given enough time for all this to actually inculcate. We are not given support to let it grow. And that is where we come back to looking at the individual and looking at training programs as a complete package, as ASK itself.
Fantastic. And I think that is where we want to allow, especially like this year, what happened, breakdowns in organizations. And the ones that could stay on with the right attitude, the right, we have people telling us that, I have been able to pay my staff because they have been with me for so long. And that's something that everybody's excited about. And there are a group of people who had to let their staff go. And then there's another group of people that was willing to be with the owners, the business leaders, to ensure that they pull through the system, right? To make sure that the company survives instead of running away or feeling let down. So this is something that we want to see staffs and people development be in the space that every staff is seen as an intrapreneur, right?
Yes. I think that the whole the whole year that has passed us, it's a beautiful reset button where people are now coming together to know that the fixed way of what we deem as progress and how we achieve those progress has been shook. It's shaken to its very, very core. And this is a beautiful opportunity for us to actually try something new. My practice as a trainer, as a program developer, actually took a big turn about 10 years ago when I started looking into my own practice of self-awareness and meditation. And that has actually guided, at least in the last 5 years, when I develop training programs, when I review training programs and competencies, I try as much as possible to include elements of that, to have a broader aspect of including the person, the humanity aspect into all the training programs. Yeah, and as trainers, as the person that's instrumental in actually making the change, we actually have a very important role to make this a reality. And this can only happen when we as trainers embrace a bigger dimension than just looking at a training program, looking at the flow, looking at what's my outline for the program and delivering based on that. We have to now take a step and look at who am I as a trainer, what's my objective as a trainer, and how I can actually help the individual and the organization grow through the training program.
Fantastic. I think that is definitely the need of the hour, and that's why we're very excited for the outcomes that's going to be created with your expertise for trainers, coaches, mentors out there. So you have an offer for everyone to come together. Tell us about that.
Well, if from what you can see from this platform, I'm so glad that Dr. Aziza has offered and introduced me to Trainopreneur. This is an opportunity for us to actually grow together, and I will be putting up in the website itself opportunities for you to actually pick on some of the simple starting points that we can look at. And there is this one paper which I'm actually developing for Trainopreneur right now, and that's looking back at the balance of the IQ and the EQ. The mind and the heart. And that's one of the fastest way we can look at in trying to rebalance whatever training program and whatever trainees that we come across. I love to share that with you. And yes, please come on board, have a look at that. And I'd love to hear your feedback on that too.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Owen. We really look forward.
Pleasure.
And we're definitely going to be having lots of activities together. The upcoming January 7 days challenge is one of them. So we'll be sharing all the links. Join us.
Yes.
You want to say something about that?
Yes. I'm so excited with the 7-day challenge. I can tell you that I've in the year that has many of us have done, we've gone online to try and improve ourselves, to upskill ourselves. And I've listened to many people trying to help others to go online. And I can tell you that in half an hour with Dr. Aziza, she's given me the clarity and the steps. And then with a further 1 hour, she's mapped out everything for me in the next 2 years. That's amazing. And that is something so invaluable. I'm looking forward to sharing this 7-day challenge in helping individuals get on board, get themselves moving into this whole idea of expanding yourself online. It's just a mindset change that is so easy, and Dr. Aziza is here to actually help us with that.
Yes, definitely. And it's going to be very fun for all of us to play together, achieving the result that we want for everyone, especially in the upliftment of the training coaching industry. Thank you, Mr. Owen. We're so looking forward to your contribution to the corporate world with your expertise, reaching out to the heart and the minds of people. Thank you very much.
I'm so excited. Thank you.